Hi, welcome back to the Walking Code. In this video, we're going to explore the concept of how to use the core for walking uphill. And in the next video after that, we're going to explore the concepts of using the core for walking downhill. So stay tuned. Okay, in this section, we're going to discuss walking uphill. Walking uphill is a great exercise. It's good for cardio and it's good for strengthening the glutes and the quads, but a lot of people walk uphill with very bad posture and bad technique, and that's not good for the health. So we're going to discuss how we use our core properly in order to move up a hill, and later we'll discuss how to move down a hill with good posture and good technique using the principles of the quantum movement system. So when we walk on level ground, there are basically two phases to each step. We have our change of weight, and then we have our swing through. And that's the completion of the step. When we walk uphill, it's not quite the same thing. There are more than two phases when we walk up the hill. There's actually three phases. So I'm going to move up the hill this way, and if I'm starting at the point of impact of the forward foot, what I'm doing here in order to move myself forward is I'm pushing off of my rear hip. So my rear hip is moving back, extending my leg backwards, and I have torsional rotation on my right side, meaning I'm turning counterclockwise with my upper torso on the right, and my lower torso is turning clockwise towards my rear hip and my rear leg. This is the motion that gets me forward on my left leg before I begin to climb. In order to get my weight fully onto my left leg, what I need to do at this point is continue pushing with this hip. But what I do then is change my torsional rotation to the left side. And that brings me to here. Now, my lower torso is rooting my left leg, and my energy of my upper torso is going this way. I'm still pushing off my back leg, if you can see. So I've gone from a pushing action and changing that to the core technique of reach. That brings me to here. In reach, the torsional rotation of the core is on the opposite side of the extending hip. From this point, I need to lift the body. I'm not ready quite to move forward. I need to lift the body, and for that I use the core technique of lift. Lift means flexion of this hip, my left hip, with torsional rotation on the left. So I'm going from push to reach to lift, and that gets my right leg collected by the side of the left leg, and then I'm ready to restart the cycle, and now I do push with my left hip. And that's where I take the step. So now I'm pushing with my left hip, and I have my torsional rotation on the left side, meaning now I'm reaching forward, actually turning clockwise with my upper torso, and I'm turning counterclockwise with my lower torso towards my left leg. Now, to keep the cycle going, I change my torsional rotation to the right, which is the reach core technique, and then by flexing this hip, it causes my knee to extend. That's lift. And then now I'm going to extend this hip again, and now I have push. So I keep going from push to reach to lift, and then back to push. Push, reach, lift, push, reach, lift, push, reach, lift. So these are the 3 steps or 3 phases in moving uphill. I'm just going to do it for you without talking now so you can see the breakdown. So what you should notice when you're walking uphill is that my upper body should remain vertical. I don't want to move uphill like this. That is going to strain your back. It's also going to strain other parts of your body. We want to be vertical. Lift. When we can maintain our posture moving uphill, we can get the effectiveness of the exercise without straining the body. And you're going to be able to move up and downhill much more effectively without causing pain. Hi, thanks for watching that video on walking uphill. In our upcoming video, we're going to explore the technique for using the core to walk downhill. So stay tuned.